Okay. Hello. We're going to be talking about the Alliance tab today, which is down here at the bottom. It's a little bit out of order from the others because I did character yesterday. But a lot of people have questions about the Alliance, so I'm going to go ahead and cover that right now. But before I go into the Alliance, I'm going to go up here to the top, which we're going to talk about later, the Hell. Because I want to. This is to show you something in the Alliance. This is the main place you're going to probably be fighting every day. So I'm going to go ahead and click on Hell. Choose I would like the highest level that I have cleared to do. Let's see what I get. Now I'm going to fight this guy. Do not watch the whole battle usually, unless I'm trying to do something. I usually hit insta finish. I found a sundry, and that's how much silver and experience I got. Next attack. Can't really do much of anything with sundries until later. I'm trying to find something. I know it's boring to watch someone play, but I'm trying to do something so that we can talk about it in the Alliance. So I'm just hitting the insta. Okay, I found a Hell Medallion, or Hell. I'm sorry, it's called Hell Gem. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit return, so I can go. I'll come back to this spot when I decide to keep playing. I'm gonna go down here to Alliance and click on Alliance. Now, first thing I want to do, our Alliance name, we're called the Flat Earthers. Our Alliance level, we're level 3. Our Alliance experience, we're very close to level 4. Actually, I've seen that go up like 300 or 400 today. So we'll probably reach level 4 in the next few hours if they keep going. Members, we have 29 out of 32 members. Our Alliance funds, we have 22,763 points. These funds are the things that our leader Andronikos uses to buy things. Certain rooms have to be certain levels. We're going to talk about that in just a minute. Then our Alliance ranking is 4. You can press on ranking here and see the different alliances. You have Ascension, Champions, the Slayers. Then we're number 4, the Flat Earthers. And there are many different tabs you can do and find out. You can actually click on the person's name, like Champions, and see all the people that are in it. See how many are online. You can do all kinds of things. You can find out on Alliance members, like with Flat Earthers. On me, I'll click on for Ashaman. I'm sorry. I guess I can click on myself. That can click, but for all the different people that are in the Alliance, I can click on their name. Like I clicked on Andronikos, and I could send him a mail. I could do info and find out most everything I can about him, like what kind of character he has. He has a magical character. He has all orange equipment. It looks like, let's see, this is level 47, level 62. So somewhere 40s, 50s, 60s seems to be about his level. He has a perfect looking little diagram here. His magic attack is the highest, absolutely the highest, and he is a magical creature, which is perfect. Then everything else, his hit points probably have a little bit higher, but maybe he can't with the magical attack being so high. I would say this is a perfect looking circle. Mine is not, which I talked about yesterday. My magical attack is actually pretty high, but I am not a magical creature. My physical attack is low. My physical attack should be high. So I have it backwards. I can see what nostrums he's using. He's using magical attack and hit points. Oh, and he's also got his experience nostrum on. I can check out all of his different stats and stuff. I can check out his mount, and I can check out his horse is level 45. I believe mine's level 42. So I can kind of try to do comparisons on each person like that if I really really want to. Although you probably don't care so much about your own alliance, maybe you'd rather look at Ascension and see. I believe because I've already looked at it. Page 2, Kratos. He is number 1. His arena rank, he's sitting at number 1. No one can remove him from number 1. He's level 67. He's the leader of their alliance. There's certain things we cannot find because we're not in his alliance. A lot of this stuff will probably show up if I was inside of Ascension. And now, there's other things you can do, but you guys can read all those tabs yourself to find out about people. Then they are. This is called our alliance declaration. Um, Now, Andronicos is the only one that edits this. Although I'm able to too, because I have the button there that says edit, but I don't. This is for him. So this he just wanted that last time he was just congratulating everyone to reach level 3. So it's like his own little message on the front board. But there's also another message screen over here. If you look at my cursor down here. Um, where he can also leave messages. His name is Andronicos, and he leaves a one-line message for people. And this is like a not super important, but kind of he wants everyone to see it. People should go to the message area at least as soon as they get here. Just to glance at it for half a second to look at that one line message just to see what's going on. Different, and that's not just him. Different people can leave messages there. You could leave a message there, I think. I don't know that for sure. I'm going to go ahead and click on Buildings up here. Now all this stuff is actually down here, but I'm going to click. I got used to doing it up top, so I'm going to click on it up top. Buildings. The first one, everyone should do this. It takes you seconds. Click on Enter. This is the meditation room. And click on that. And mine are grayed out because I've already done it. I do this. I'm usually up at midnight, so I do this at like right after it turns midnight. Like if I were to look at my name as I scroll down, I actually last night I did it at 1 o'clock in the morning. Ashimon, the leader Andronicos, he did it at 12:33. So he's because he's usually up at night too, so I knew to look for him. Um, but when you click on this button, it costs you 1,000 silver, and I get actually because we're level 3. And I'm sorry, because this room is a level 3, which is what Andronicos spends the funds on that he gets um, to raise the levels of rooms. You actually get 30 plus 20%, plus 10%, which was level 3. A level 2 alliance got 10%, level 3 alliance gets another 10%. So it's all based off of the 30. So needless to say, we get 36 points right now just for spending 1,000 silver, and you're done. And you get 10 prestige. Prestige is good to have too, because that is, I believe, it's your title. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and close that. There's not a whole lot else to that room. So if no one does anything else, they should get their 36 points a day, because that only literally takes like a second. Now, this next room is called Alliance Jobs. I'm going to press Enter. This is where you get all of your Alliance points. I'm going to talk about this room a little bit. You have different things. I have a green level. I told you yesterday there are basically everything in this game is on colors. You have white or rough, green, blue, purple, and orange. This is green. A green level gives me 30 contribution. It gives me 11,000 experience, and it takes 10 minutes. But I'm not going to set that because green is actually not that great. And I sit here all day long pretty much doing this. I mean, I'm disabled, so I pretty much sit in front of my computer constantly, so it kind of gives me a advantage. So I only pick certain things. I pick like purples, oranges, and anything. Most purples and oranges, especially if they're times 2. If they're times 2, I also pick greens, and I also pick blues that are times 2. Where it says times 2, it'll say this is where the contribution is, or contrib. It'll say 30 times 2. 30 times 2 is 60, which is the same thing as a purple. So in that case, if it's 30 times 2, I will pick a green. You can tell if it's times 2 by looking to see it says times 2, or this will be highlighted around this little picture box will be highlighted, I think, in blue. Means it's times 2. Now, but as it stands, green is too low. White is too low. I don't want 15 contribution. Blue for me is too low too. I don't want 45 contribution. But it goes 15, 30, 45, then purple is 60, and orange is 75. And like I said, anything can be times 2. Now, those contribution points add up here. So far today, I've done 6 jobs and gotten a total of 420 points, which is an average of, what is that? About 80, no, 70 points every time I click the button. That's not bad. I've had better, but it's not bad. Okay, now I went ahead and clicked on. I'm sorry, I'm gonna click on this. I clicked on the point ranking. So 420. I'm gonna go ahead and click on point ranking. This will show where everyone stands. There's me, Ashamon. I'm at the top. I have 420 points, but I get a bonus contribution at midnight of 1,200 points. Here's the top 10 people, and I'll get bonus contribution. This person is level 50. They have 105 points so far. And their bonus is going to be 350 points at midnight. Um, so that we all have more jobs to do. So all our scores are going to go up. Like I have 6. I've done 6 out of 8. So I have 2 more jobs. So my final score today, no record breaking, but it's going to be somewhere in the 500s, unless I get some big times 2. Okay, now let's see. Is there anything else I need to cover in this room? Oh, my total contribution is up here in the corner is 15,000. Most of that has come from those bonus points I was talking about. Today I'll probably get 1,200 bonus points. So 15 days or whatever, I would have 15,000 points, or 14 days or something like that. So we'll go ahead and close this window. Now, the next room is called the treasure room. This room is just a fun little game. But you do get really cool prizes, a cool prize for it too. I've already done mine. It says chances at snatch attempts 3 out of 3. So I cannot do it. But if I were to hit snatch, because if it was less than 2 out of 3, I'd hit snatch. And you play a game called rock, paper, scissors. I'm sure that you know of this game, although they don't call it that, and they use earth, fire, and water. But it's still rock, paper, scissors. You just figure out which one wins. You guys know how to play that game. So over here, all the words tells you different things. Like I snatched the treasure in the room, which means I snatched it because I won. I can look at different things that it has to say. Like I played rock paper scissors against one of the other members. His name was Deed Snap. Um, and if I look at here in the description, I got when I won. I'll move my cursor out of the way. I got 41,300 silver for winning. I got 23,780 wisdom for winning, and you can do that 3 times. And I don't know. That's not bad. Sometimes, even though it's not a lot of silver, sometimes you need 41,000 silver really bad. 23,000 wisdom is still nothing for me to shake a stick at. I love 23,000 wisdom. To me, it's pretty nice. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and close that. Next room is the library. Over here, I'm gonna go ahead and press enter. The library is actually pretty cool. When I first joined, I used the library a ton. This is where those contribution points come in. The ones you got from doing the jobs and meditating that we talked about, they add up. They give you points. I've had 30,000 or some points right now so far, but I've spent a little over half of them. Probably I've spent them in this room. In another icon I'm going to talk about, there are skills. There are active skills and passive skills. Active skills are these tomes here. I can buy this one for 500 contribution for this Destruction Assault tome. For 1,000 contribution, I can buy Chaos Strike tome. But I cannot buy this one, which is 2,000 contribution, because this room is not level 4. If I look up here, this is a level 2 room. I don't know, but Andronicos, he's the one that makes these decisions. He will decide whether or not he's going to up this to a level 3 or not. I think that I was talking to him a couple of days ago. He does like the idea of upping the library. So he probably will up this room. I don't know for sure. I don't know how much it costs. Now I can scroll to the different pages and see this one has to be a level 6 to buy this tome. Level 6, I can buy that. Level 4, level 5. Then I can switch over to the passive tomes, and it's the same thing. I can buy all those tomes. I can buy all those passive tomes. Um, then this boating level, this needs to be a level 3. So maybe Andronicus needs this tome. So maybe he wants to spend the money to up this to a level 3 so he can buy that tome, which makes sense. Then I can go over and buy Star Atlas tomes. These up these can up your Star Atlas. This is a Star Atlas level 1. These really don't do much of anything, but you can synth them or combine them. I believe it takes 5. So I have to buy 5 of these Purity Stars level 1 and to make a level 2. So it would really cost me, it says 100 contribution for 1. It really cost me 500 contribution to make a level 2. But there's other levels in here too. Let's see, I have to scroll. There's a level 4s. Level 4's 10,000 contribution. I will talk about that in another area as far as what that means to up the level of your Star Atlas. Let me go ahead and close that. We're done talking about this room, but that is where you spend most of your contribution. Actually, that's where you spend all of your contribution points. Although there's a few levels in the Alliance I haven't reached yet, so I don't know for anything. I don't know whether or not you're going to be able to spend them somewhere else or not. But for right now, all you can do is spend them in the library. Now, the members tab, everyone has this. Every alliance has the members tab. This shows everyone who is in the alliance. Then in gold, here it shows everyone who's online. Then it's ranked in order. Who has the most contribution points, who's offline, which is, I just call him Magpie because I don't know how to pronounce his name. Magpiernik is what I say in my head. So he has 13,000 contribution points. Then Dragka has what's that say 8,000 points. So it goes down to the very end, and I believe we have a couple. These last 5 that have no contribution points yet, but there's a couple. Actually, 3 of these people have just joined. 2 of them joined today, so within the last hour or so. So I don't know for sure. Now, I'm sorry, I'm going to enter exit out of this. The Secret Arena. The Secret Arena is really cool. I love the Secret Arena, but it takes a little bit more to understand, I guess. This is our own personal dragon called Salinax. He is now level 2. When we first got him, he was level 1, but Andronicos up this room to a level 2. So we could actually, with a lot of, I was annoying him, make it pretty much. He wanted to up the library, and I wanted to up this room. So when he did that, the dragon became a little stronger. He's now a level 2 dragon. We're going to talk about devoting items. Remember at the very beginning when we found that Hell Gem? This is why I went to find that Hell Gem. I'm going to go ahead and hit devote items. You can't devote everything. This shows you what you can devote. I don't want to devote these things, but I do want to devote that Hell Gem we found. So I'm going to go ahead and click on it to highlight it. Then I'm going to go down here to, it offers me 3 in offering and 3 for dragon crystals. Offering, this is offering over here. We have 6,000 offering, 6,467. When I click devote, that's going to go to 6,470. Then dragon crystals, you can buy stuff with dragon crystals. I only get 3 dragon crystals for this, not many, but it's a good thing to do with these hell gems. So I've got this one set. I have 117 dragon crystals right now. When I click devote, it's going to add 3 to that and become 120. So I'm going to go ahead and click devote. Now see, that became 120, and the offering became 6470. Now I'm going to go over to the D Crystal shop, which is where I can spend those dragon crystals. The very first thing is called the Dark Steed, or that's your horse. The horses are very cool, and they add a lot of BR. I love horses, but they cost 800. I don't have anywhere near 800, but I already have my horse, so I don't care. I don't need another horse. And I can't do anything with the second horse. You can't buy it anyway. Then you have different scrolls for your heroes that you can buy. Then I believe, I don't know for sure, but I believe this number renews every month. I guess we'll find out. Let's see, because this blood essence tome is down to 14. So when the month becomes new, I'll see if that went back to like 20. So because I've already bought some of those. Now if I scroll though, I can also buy level 1 gems in here. I can also buy skill tomes in here, which both of those are very important. I can also buy nostrums in here. We talked about nostrums yesterday, like the hit points and physical attack and magical attack and defenses and stuff like that. And as you keep raising it, you can buy different things. Let's see. There's a bunch of scrolls that we cannot buy yet if we up the level, but I really do think that Andronicos is probably going to one up the library next, unless a lot of members send him mail saying they want something else upped. But it's probably going to be the library. Now I went ahead and closed out of that. I probably should see if I went over everything before I get done. Oh yeah, the bonus percentage. I'll talk about what that means. So we need 10. When we get 10,000 off, our offering reaches 10,000. Andronicos will be able to open this portal and go fight the dragon. When he does that, everyone who's level 50 or higher can enter and fight the dragon. We will talk about it in the chat room, and probably send out mails so that everyone knows when we're going to fight the dragon. For every 1,000 that you go above what you need when you go to fight the dragon, that's where we talk about the bonus percentage. I believe every 1,000 is 1%. So if we had, well, maybe every 1,000 is 10%. Yeah, I think every 1,000 is 10%. So you have 10,000. We need 10,000. Say we had 12,000. We'd have a 20% bonus percentage, which means every time someone hits the dragon, his hit is 20% stronger. When the first, we only ever fought it once to see what it was about. Andronicos and I were the only two that fought it, and when we did, we had our bonus percentage was 100%. So every time we hit the dragon, our hits were doubled in strength. So just the two of us killed that dragon with like 15 minutes left, I think. So it was actually pretty easy. But now we have like 20 or so active members. So I'm sure that we're going to we'll probably, even though it's level 2, we'll probably kill the dragon a lot faster this time because there'll be a lot more of us than just 2. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and close this window. Now, the team dungeon, I cannot go in here yet because I believe once we become level 4 alliance, I'll be able to enter it, but then I'll have to figure it all out. Okay, that's pretty much it for the alliance, except, and like I talked about for the chat, the alliance chat is like when you type in here, everyone else in the alliance will be able to read it, and if they're in some other window, the alliance chat button will blink, so they'll be able to see it. That's it, and thank you for listening. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and close this.